It's an abbreviation for my last name Lanahan. So
Mm.
it was just kind of like shorthand on the
Oh, I love
fly.
it. Okay. Because I was talking about it. I made a little video last night and I was like, God, I hope I said that right. Okay. So we are live. Take a little
Okay.
bit before people to start coming on. So we'll just let them and welcome them in as they come in. So I
Okay.
am streaming both to my YouTube and to my Facebook channel.
Okay. It's exciting. I haven't streamed on Facebook before or
Oh,
YouTube.
it's kind of fun. I used to
Hmm.
go live weekly on YouTube, and I used to do a radio show on 107. Well, you wouldn't know that in Yakima on one
Oh,
of our
okay,
local
nice.
stations. Yeah, so
That's cool.
I would do weekly lives, and then I would come home and follow up on a live here too. So it was a lot of fun. I did that for I think it was 2 years right before COVID came in and
Yeah.
took over and rocked everybody's. Probably shouldn't get into how about COVID. Have you? That's actually a question. Have you ever asked about that?
I asked a few questions. I've actually channeled a lot of information about it. What I had gotten is it was actually there's multiple facets to it, but it
Yeah.
was more like so the isolation period, right? It
Okay.
rapidly like increases evolution. And I
Yeah.
believe during that period our olfactory senses were upgraded. And it kind of coincides with like the whole third eye pineal gland
Yeah.
aspect and the
Yeah.
prefrontal cortex too,
Yeah. Yeah.
which is kind of like the maturity level.
Yeah.
So I kind of think that there was a correlation between like the COVID outbreak and the evolutionary, I call it human evolution, but it's the
You j-
awakening.
you just did a video on that actually of the three stages of. I already
Yes.
told Rachel that I stalked her today, so so she's aware. Just but you did the three stages: childhood, adolescence, and adulthood.
Yes. They
And
kept showing me that humans are very similar to amphibians, and it was showing me like the tadpole and
yeah,
then the stage before the frog, I forget that one, and then adult frog.
yeah, isn't that interesting? I'm just
Mm.
gonna. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Get ready to ask your questions. I'm really excited. I should introduce you. Drum roll, please. Okay. So, ladies, and no gentlemen yet, but if gentlemen come in, this is Miss Rachel.Lannyy.
Rachel.Lannyy.
Rachel. So you're in New York.
Yes.
Are
Yep.
you in New York City or just in New
I'm
York?
like 2 hours away from New York City. It's a small town called Scotia, but it's Albany County. So it's
Oh,
the
so it's
capital.
okay. Very nice. Have you lived there forever?
I grew up here. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So you guys are welcome to ask questions. I have a huge list that I'm going to be asking as well. I'm really excited. If you don't know Rachel, she's huge following on TikTok, and you also have a huge following on Facebook and on
Yes.
Instagram. You're
Yep.
kind of you're a big deal.
Thank
I
you. I
love it when you
appreciate
do
it.
that. When that is like Samantha on Bewitched. Every time I see it, it makes me giggle. It's like so stinking cute.
Thank you.
Okay. So, really excited to dive in. So, you do use dowsing rods. Do you want to talk a little bit about how you got into those?
Sure. I mean, so I went over it in my dowsing rod tutorial recently,
Mm,
but it's kind of I started back in I want to say 2024. I think so. It was about 2 years ago, and I had seen Megan from Solar Globe Meditations use them,
yes, she's
and
adorable.
I really liked that it would help me confirm my intuition because it was
Yeah,
like I was getting all these downloads and sometimes it was hard to decipher like what was static from what was actual intuitive knowledge.
yeah,
So I originally wanted the dowsing rods to kind of confirm my intuition.
smart.
And as soon as I like started channeling through them, I posted a video on TikTok. So it was like, but that video went viral and it got 7 million views.
Holy
It was my
shit.
first, yeah, my first dowsing rod video ever.
Well, if that's not proof you needed to be doing this, I don't know what is.
I know.
Like, it's like, here, let's push her this direction.
Yeah.
So, and had you been communicating with your guides at that point?
Yes, that was mostly around the time where I was getting really strong downloads. It was like I was channeling
Oh, fair.
really insightful knowledge. And it was like I was trying to research it on my own too, because it's like when you channel information, there isn't a lot of like mainstream knowledge. Like I couldn't really find researched and
Yeah.
confirmed
Yeah.
information in the physical, right? It was
Yeah.
all just downloads. So for me to build off of them, I wanted something that I could communicate with where it was like a strict yes or no,
Yes.
because tarot cards, like when I'm trying to do downloads, it's more tarot cards read a situation. They
Yeah.
don't really give me knowledge,
Yeah. Yep.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. One thing that I have found if I'm using cards at all and I need a freaking yes or a no, I will give them show me a number under 20
there you go. That's a
for
good one.
yes. It's like, and sometimes they'll like give me 20 cards that were under 20. So I'm like, okay, I get it.
You
That's
could
enough.
try a coin flip. The coin flip is actually like one of the ones that I recommend to my clients if they want to connect to their guides. You just designate a coin and then flip the coin. Heads yes, tails no.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
That is knowledge. Heads, I'm going to write it down because I'll forget it. Heads, yes, tails, no.
Mhm.
I will do that sometimes and have people put it in yes or no in their hand, or I'll put them in mind and ask them
Oh,
to
that's a good
concentrate
idea.
and focus on one. I'm like, okay, that's kind of fun. So heads, yes, tails, no. Coin flip.
Hmm.
Fun. And you teach classes as well?
Not yet. I haven't really decided if I want to or not. I did the dowsing rod tutorial just as like a general, because I promote dowsing rods too.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I wanted something to where if somebody makes a purchase, they'll be able to
Right.
go to somewhere where they can
Oh,
get like a reference point.
that's cool. Do you have a link for your dowsing rods? Do you want me to put that up here?
It's on YouTube. I can't pull it up offhand, but
That's okay. Do you want me to or no? Because
sure,
I can
we
do
could do that.
things and do whatever I want.
I'm on my phone, so I can't really multitask.
Right. I've got two screens. I was gonna say on my tablet, but I don't have my tablet, but I have my phone. Okay. Except now it's not letting me pull it up. I lost. There it is. Okay. So you're on YouTube, same name?
Yes. It's no dot though. YouTube, it wouldn't let me do a dot for my username, so it's just
Right.
Rachel.Lannyy.
Okay. You have a lot of masculine energy. I know you didn't ask me, but I'm just sitting here
Really?
and getting all this. Sorry. I
It's
told you,
funny
squirrel.
because I have two boys. I have two sons, and then I have two
Oh.
dogs that are boys, and then I
Oh.
live with my boyfriend. The only other female in the house is the cat. So
Oh,
that's
shoot,
probably
that's
why.
funny. Okay, so you do have a lot of masculine.
I'm surrounded by boys all day, every day.
Oh, that's awesome. Rachel. Okay. There you are. And then you said it's, I don't think that's you.
Oh
You?
no, there's so many imposters.
Before I share this, is it right? Rachellanny? Why?
Why?
Why? Okay, so it is you.
Why?
Okay. I'll just share your YouTube here.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. If you see this and it's not you, tell me so I can take it off right away. Yeah, I think you have quite a few on TikTok too, and they won't take them down, will they?
Hopefully not.
Oh no, I mean the imposters. They won't take down your imposters.
Oh no.
Okay.
I've had success filing. It's like you have to do it like through their legal team to where it's like
Oh,
copyright infringement. I've had them taken down that way, but it takes like 3 weeks to get it approved.
oh
So
yeah. Yeah, to get
And
them
they're
to do anything.
just,
I wonder how much money they make off of that, if that's why they keep them up. It's just a
it's
wonder.
really like mind blowing. They must make money, right?
You would think. I mean, why would they keep them up if they're causing people harm? Hi, kids! Don't forget to hit that like button, the subscribe button, and don't forget to ask your questions and tag a friend and have them come. This lady is full of knowledge. Has been doing this for a while. Yeah.
For, yeah, I'd say close to 2 years in the public eye, but since
Oh,
2018, really. So what's
dude,
that?
you grew
8 years?
fast. You grew
Yes.
fast. Holy
Yes, I did.
shit.
I know.
It's like,
It's because the viral video. It was the first viral video, and then a lot of my other videos went viral after that too. So it was like I got like 50,000 followers in like a matter of days. It was crazy.
damn, that's pretty amazing. Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you. I
Because
appreciate
with
it.
that comes a lot of opinions.
Yes, I was not prepared for
Unsolicited.
that. Oh
No.
my God.
Yeah. Did that set you back a little bit? Or were you just like, okay, this isn't mine?
The first couple were tough because I wasn't confident yet at all. It was literally like I picked up the dowsing rods and then I started filming videos. So it
Yeah.
was like I had to learn the hard way about like future timelines, how things are uncertain. There
Yeah.
was a couple people that, made videos trying to disprove my claims, and it was
Yeah.
like because of all the attention I got, I also got negative attention as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was like it hindered my progress for a little bit, but
Yeah.
we're
Did
all
it?
good now.
Yeah. No, I absolutely get that. Feeling like, shit, do I keep doing this? Do I
Yeah.
stop? Yeah, I've had a couple of things. I told you about one, but there was another one that actually happened on TikTok as well, with hundreds of thousands of views that set me back to the point where I almost quit. I didn't
Yeah.
trust myself anymore. I didn't trust people. And I have to be able to trust what I'm getting in order to do what I'm doing, just like you,
Right.
because we get certain information. And if somebody is coming in trying to test us or disprove us, or that was some big energy. So my heart
Yeah.
went out to you for having to go through that. And here you are still doing it.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, it takes a lot. It takes some. I hate it when people say it takes balls because those things are flimsy. So it takes something quite different. And
Right.
anyway, good for you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. I kind of feel like I always tell people I'm not a gateway drug. I'm not like the first thing you start. I feel like because sometimes my language can be a little terse or I can be a little, oh, she said that out loud. So I just like, shit, sorry. Oh, so hi Rita, hi Michelle, hi Tina, Julie, hi sweet soul. Yep, you need to come ride. So Julie is one of my horse riding buddies. So hi Sylvie, hi Cindy, Hillary, Mary, Arva, Nancy. There's a group. Hi Erica.
Hello,
And
everybody.
do you guys have any questions for Rachel? Don't be shy now. I know y'all aren't shy. Well, we'll see if they come up with some questions. Did we already talk about how you got into dowsing rods? We did a little bit.
I think
We
so.
talked. We talked a little bit about how you developed, how you came. Because okay, so Rachel is a psychic medium as well. So,
Yes.
and you have known that since you were little.
Yes. Since I was about 7. There was an
Okay.
instance, it's kind of hard to explain, but it was like when I was younger, my mom spent a lot of time on the phone. It was like
Yeah.
she had a big, huge social circle, so she was always on the phone. And it got to the point where I could sense the energy that was calling, not the person
Right.
specifically, but like a feminine energy, the news that she had. And I like could replay the whole conversation before my mother picked up the phone. So it was like that. I told her that, and she's like, no way. She was, just blew it off. But it was like little moments like that where I could just sense energy and read energy before I could really, you can't really put words to it when you're a kid,
No. No. Yeah. A lot of adults can't put words to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot to handle. It's a lot to process.
Yeah.
Did you ever felt like you got shut down?
Sometimes it's more like, and I've learned this through personal experience, it's all about consent, right?
Yeah.
Because we could have a message to deliver to somebody else. Like I channel the spirit realm too. Like I have past loved ones that reach out through me, but it's more like people have to be receptive to it, you know? So it's like, even though I have this message, and I have like family members that I've had messages for years, but I can't really, it's difficult to approach them because
Right.
a lot of people just aren't receptive to it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
And there's TV shows that are built on psychic attacking people in public or mediumship attacks
right.
in public. And as a rule of thumb, I tell people don't do that because you don't know what they're dealing with or if they're ready.
Yeah.
So, and I don't know if you how you handle that in public, but if I feel like I'm getting something, I'll just give somebody a card and say, if you want to know more, I will offer you a free session.
Mm,
If they have to be very pushy, and that doesn't
yeah.
happen very often. I would probably say over the last 12 years, it might have happened a handful of times. So,
Really.
yeah, yeah. But
Mine
most
is
of it,
more, I get a lot of people's subconscious. I don't know if you've ever gotten that where it's like two different
where they
conversations.
talk to you, where their soul
What-
talks to you.
Yes, all the time.
Yes.
I'm like, are people conscious of that, or am I just having like a completely different conversation at the same time?
Yeah, I honestly don't think they are, because I actually called somebody out on that one time, not in a bad way, but I was like, "So your soul just said blah, blah, blah." And they were
Yeah,
like,
it's
"A
like a
what?"
completely different conversation. It's mind blowing.
It
And
is
then
amazing.
sometimes I'll get like the ego blockages too, where it's like negative thoughts about self. Um, and that's usually, it's more like I can hear it to the point where it's almost like I understand what the person's feeling at that time. And
Yeah,
it's difficult because it's like I want to help, but I don't know if I'm in the position to, you know?
yeah, yeah. Um, or if they haven't asked for it yet.
Right.
If they yeah, which is hard
Yeah,
because we always want to help people, but can't
I
carry the
know.
load either. Yeah, there's a fine line there. There really is. This is a great question. Rita is asking, can you explain what a dowsing rod is and how they work?
Sure. So I have this pair of dowsing rods. So these are basically, they're copper, and a lot of people use them. They've been used before to find water, so you can kind of see how they spin freely.
Yep.
And a lot of people just use them to sense energetic flow. So you can see here, see how they kind of move freely. You have
Yeah.
to hold them level. And then the energy that I receive so I'll ask a question and then I receive a response. And the dowsing rods kind of reflect that response in either yes or no.
Right.
So it's like the energetic flow, whatever I receive, whether it's yes, it's usually cross, and no is usually swing wide. So
Gotcha.
people use it for divination, but you can use it for like finding sources of water, wells, things like
That's
that too.
yeah, I think isn't that what they were it's called witching, right? Witching for water. Yeah,
Yes, I believe so.
yeah, that's really cool. And I told you earlier, I tried to use some just for fun. I ordered some and I thought, oh, these will be fun to just play with. And mine just I just like it's just because I'm crazy. It's just because I have wild, wacky energy. It's like,
It might be
uh,
better for pendulum though. Like I've
yeah,
noticed with the Ouija board, I have to rotate in order to channel through the Ouija board because it's like your body moves with the
yeah,
planchette. And I think
yes.
pendulum is like that too.
Yeah,
I haven't
yeah,
tried
I
it,
do,
but
I do, I do love my pendulum. Same thing. I just my energy is crazy whack. So I do want to talk about the pendulum since you brought that up. I am going to pull this one up. Hi, Missy. Okay. Can you ask yes or no questions with dowsing rods? What other uses can you use for dowsing rods? I think you kind of answered that. What other things you can use? But is it only for asking questions? That's a good question because I would assume that's only for yes or no's, but
Yeah. As far as I know, for like intuitive sensing, it's yes or no. But I
yeah,
have seen people use them to find lost objects too. I
yeah,
haven't had too much success with it yet, But a lot
Okay.
of people, like, they'll ask, I need to find my car keys. And then they'll pick them up and they'll say, point me towards my car keys. And they're supposed to
Oh,
point. I haven't
that's
tried it too
fun.
much yet.
Oh, well, now we're gonna have people finding their yeah, lost items. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris Cindy says she used hers to find lost items.
Hmm,
Rochelle
that's
says
awesome.
my grandpa used them farming. Yeah, and so did Darvis. That's fun. Yeah, for finding that water. Okay, let's do the Ouija board. So that is kind of a taboo, and it cracked me up because I
Mhm.
did watch one of your videos, and you were like a Ouija board gate or Ouija
Yeah.
gate, something like that. You woke up to all of these comments.
Oh
That's
my
the
God.
devil.
It's because my stuff is spread across platforms too. So it's like on
Yeah,
Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube. Everybody's like, what are you doing? And
yeah.
I don't
There's
know
a
if you've
lot of
watched, have you seen the Spiritual Gateway yet? They're the two
no,
ladies with the Ouija board? No?
no. Is
They
it a
are,
movie? Is it a
it's I think they're on YouTube. I found them on TikTok, but they do the Ouija board and it's two ladies. And I think they go live on TikTok, maybe.
oh
I'm not
fun?
entirely sure, but I was binge watching them because I like that you can channel information other than yes or no. Because a lot of
Right.
times I'll have follow-up questions that I
Yeah.
can't necessarily, it's difficult to actually receive. And the Ouija board, I've noticed, I don't know if this is a factor in like using different tools as mediums, but it kind of talks as a game board. Like
Right.
it's, so it tells me that Earth is a time game and
Well.
yeah, and it's like mastering your own time,
Yeah.
becoming the master of your own time. That's kind
Right.
of like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the game, but it seems like certain facets.
Right. Well, I call it Earth School, because we're here to learn. That's how I've been shown it. So that's
Really?
and the Matrix. Let's take the red pill. I've actually never watched the Matrix, just for the record, but I
Me
know
either.
I get
I never
enough of,
watched it.
of it to understand what it's about. I know a slight bit of what it's about.
Yeah.
So, okay. April is asking, can you use dowsing rods to ask questions to your higher self?
Yes. So I have channeled a lot of different entities over the years. It started with higher self. Well, it actually started, and I think this is usually how it goes. It started with my grandfather that had passed away.
Oh,
So it was like ancestor and then higher self. And then I started having access to Archangel Michael. He's usually who comes through.
yeah,
I've had ETs a few times, but it's difficult to get their like name and their information through dowsing
when
rods.
you're using dowsing rods, do you also get imagery in your mind's eye of what they might look like or how they present to you?
No,
No. Okay.
I've struggled with visual. Visual is more trance channeling for me. Like
Yeah.
I have to be, I don't know, it's difficult to kind of pinpoint, but I don't get any visual effects. It's just mostly the dowsing rods, and then I'll receive like the claircognizant. Like
Yeah.
sometimes I'll have
Clairnoy.
downloads with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. That's really cool. Are you, I would assume clairaudient too, because you're medium.
Yes. I don't know. Have you seen my? So I'm deaf in this ear. I don't know.
Oh,
Did you see that? No.
I did not, but that looked like it hurt like hell.
So I went deaf in this ear when I was 7. I lost my hearing. I've had like 3 or 4 surgeries, and it removed most of my inner ear. And you know how they say when you lose a sense, you gain
Yeah.
it in another aspect. So
Yeah.
I do hear it too. Um,
Okay.
I'll hear certain phrases. A lot of times it's like music too, or I'll hear music, um, certain song lyrics. So there's the clairaudient too. So it's kind of a
Yeah.
mix of both.
Yeah. That's really cool. Wow. I did not know that. Okay. It looked like you got, I mean, like you got shot with a BB gun. I was like, oh no.
Well, this is so the titanium piece right here. I think it actually plays a part in my channeling.
Oh,
So this
probably.
is it's for a hearing aid. It's called a Baha, a bone anchored hearing aid. So there's like a titanium pin in my skull. and the abutment plugs into a hearing aid. So it's like,
Oh,
you know how they say bone conducts sound?
yeah. Yes.
It's like I can hear my own vibration sometimes, even without my hearing aid. It's just like an extra little, I don't know how to explain it, but there's definitely like some channeling component there.
Oh, wow. That's I keep now I want to keep grabbing, and that's your left side, is that correct?
uh, right side.
That's your right. We're flipped. Okay. Okay. Well, that's where my clairaudience comes in, is on my right. So that's cool. That's
Really?
Yeah, I always find it interesting to see if other mediums and psychics or channelers receive that clairaudiently on the right side as well, because that's
Hmm.
the creative side of the brain. So it makes sense that it would come in more ego over on that
Right.
left side.
That's interesting. It's funny because like when I channel, I actually can hear in that ear. But it's
Yeah,
like normally in the physical reality, I can't hear in it. But it's
right.
like in the
Right.
5D, I believe I can still hear it. So
Yeah. Well,
who knows?
I wonder how connected that is to telepathy. Have you seen that series, the telepathy tapes?
I have not, but I've also been doing a lot of research on telepathy. It's like whenever I'm researching something, I try not to find like a documentary or something like
Yes.
that because
Makes
it's like
sense.
I don't want to say unreliable narration, but it's like viewed in an already like
Yeah.
concluded sense. You know what I
Ah,
mean? It's not
this
like
You
I
might
don't
want to
know.
just check this out. It is really interesting how they pull it together, and I cannot remember the lady's name, but it's
Mm,
actually over non-speaking children. I thought they
yeah,
were verbal, but now they're calling them non-speaking. But it's fabulous and autistic, and how they communicate on the hill, and I
yeah.
know.
It's funny because my son's autistic, my 8-year-old son,
Oh,
and when he was diagnosed, I realized that I'm probably autistic as well because it was like all of his traits were traits that he shared with me. It's like he
interesting.
started reading when he was like 2, which I did too.
Yeah,
um and his like he there's like the it's almost like he retains information at a greater rate than other kids do, so
yeah,
it's more like, and you know, with the whole social, emotional, intellectual, it's like they're skewed more on the intellectual side,
yeah,
but there's deficits in the social and emotional.
yeah.
But
But
I have,
incredibly intelligent,
yeah,
incredibly intelligent. Absolutely.
yeah,
Interesting.
definitely. But the telepathy tapes, I haven't watched it. I keep meaning to, but um I have had like instances of telepathy before. It's just
Right?
I don't really like to disclose it because it's like other people's consent
Yeah.
too. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
That's
And
fair.
I'm a stickler for consent.
Yeah. Well,
You know,
it's,
especially being in the public eye, it's like I
yeah.
don't want, you know.
Yeah. You don't want to read. I tell people if they want me to peek in on somebody else, it's like going through their underwear drawer. It's just rude.
Right.
And I don't want to,
Yeah,
yeah. I wouldn't
definitely.
want anybody doing that to me. So, I mean, yeah. Can you use, oh, shoot, we already asked. Would love to. Are they safe? That's a good question.
So I believe that they are. I noticed when I started channeling through the Ouija board, and I noticed this with dowsing rods too and tarot. It's more like the tool itself has a series of, I almost want to call them tests,
Yeah.
because it was like at first the Ouija board was just like gobbledygook nonsense, like
Yeah.
it wasn't, and then it said English please, and then it told me use tarot cards to tune signal. So like I would pull some tarot cards, and then it told me there was like a series of tests, and it said test 7, rare to pass, ego block. And it's like I can kind of see how, remember earlier I said at first I channeled my ancestor, my
Yeah.
grandfather.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people, when they're playing with the Ouija board for the first time, it's like the ancestor
Yeah.
is there. And I kind of think they're playing pranks on people a little bit. A
Do
little
you
bit.
think the ancestors are, or do you think that's something darker because they didn't call in light?
So to each their own. when I channel, I just say doors open. I don't know if everybody else can do that too. It's just because I have so much background familiarity, and I have kind of, there was a time or two where I was apprehensive about who I was channeling, but it was more of an intimidation as opposed to fear. It wasn't that I was unwelcome. It was more like tension,
Yeah, I
if
get
that
that.
makes sense.
Yeah.
And with the dowsing rods, I personally prefer these for beginners because they only attract responses that vibrate at a frequency of copper or higher, if that makes
Yeah,
sense.
it does. I don't necessarily know that I understand that, but on some level I do. But do we know where they vibrate at? What the frequency of copper is?
I believe so. It's a precious metal, right?
Okay. Yeah.
I believe anything that's a precious metal would be considered in the same realm as higher vibrational
I got
intuitive
you.
insight. Does that make sense?
That makes sense. That is it. Does anybody have questions on that? Because that's fabulous, actually. I was like, oh, I understand. So, sometimes when I'm talking with really smart people, my brain is like, I don't know what she said.
I try to make it make sense to, like,
Yeah.
because I find it to be very abstract by default, and I prefer like real world translations,
Yeah.
especially with
Yeah.
tarot. I was like, what am I actually going to do with this?
Yeah.
Like the way that the tarot cards are structured, but over time, like I understood it,
Yeah.
you know.
That's awesome.
Hmm.
Let's see. I would love to learn. Are they safe? We already talked about that. Cindy says, I had a Ouija board. Tell me I was 8, how many kids I would have. 100% cool. I feel like that was an ancestor for her too.
Yeah,
I
I kind
totally,
of get like when it's the kids that are playing at the
yeah,
sleepover, I kind of
yeah,
get that it's like the passed over ancestors kind of,
yeah. And I also,
playing a prank a little bit.
you also talked a little bit about on one of your, it was the Ouija board, projecting that at you. And I've been talking about this a lot, and I talked about it with Kadrick, who I was talking to you about earlier, is that we can project that energy on things. That's how the Annabelle doll is
Yes.
created as an egregore, because
Yes.
energy is projected onto things, and we can do that to people. We can totally put that shit on people. Don't fall. If you don't stop doing that, you're going to fall and hurt yourself.
Right.
Bam.
I agree.
They
Definitely.
fall and hurt themselves.
I
So,
still catch myself because I have two young kids and I'm like, I cannot speak it.
yeah,
you know.
yeah. Get them, just bundle them up, throw some. I mean, that's how we learn. I mean,
Right. That's true. That's a good
okay.
point.
So I had a Ouija. Okay, so we got that part. Sydney says she hears music. Okay. I
Hmm.
believe Missy, let's pull this one up. Tanya, I will do numbers in just a little bit for sure, for sure. Okay. I believe the younger version of myself always moved the board because I was only one that actually got messages.
Hmm.
What do you think
It's
about that?
interesting because a lot of times when I'm doing the Ouija board, I will visualize the letters while the planchette moves. So
Uh-huh.
when I do like the rotation,
Uh-huh.
and the rotation kind of helps my channel sync to the higher self.
Yeah.
It says it's ETs with the Ouija board. I take a lot of it with a grain of salt.
Right.
I don't know if it's similar. I kind of get the Fae sometimes too.
Yeah.
Um, and I don't know if it's so. I get a lot about deities that moonlight, and it's like we can kind of see them similar but different. So,
Right.
like Odin and Santa Claus,
Oh,
right?
okay.
And I kind of got that like the Grinch and Krampus. So it's like you can see how deities moonlight as others. So I don't know if like the Fae and ETs, I don't know.
That's interesting. I do believe in the Fey realm. I have seen some really crazy stuff. I had something that resembled a cherub fly across my face one night.
Really?
Yep, thought I was losing my shit. And then I just started talking to it.
I've
I
been
mean,
channeling for a while that I'm part Fae. So it's like the Fae bloodline. It came
yeah,
from Ireland, and I want to say 30% Irish and like 50% Scottish. So it's
yeah,
like a lot from over there. And
yeah,
all of the channeling that I've received has been that I have, a little bit of Fae DNA in
yeah.
there.
I have. There's somebody who was on here earlier. I don't know if she's still on here, but she definitely has Fey DNA, Fey energy. Definitely comes from that different
Yeah.
realm. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. They call it the other world.
Yeah, so interesting. I know the first time I met her I do events where I go to restaurants and I do these, I do live events for groups. Anyway, she was there and I was like, it was like, oh my God. When you're like, you recognize somebody, you know that they're a fairy or you know that they
Yeah,
came from that. I was like, I don't even know if I should tell her.
I know.
It was the
But you can
coolest.
see it. It's like once you
Yeah,
start recognizing it, it's like I can see it in people all the time. It's like
yeah.
guy at a gas station. I'm like, oh, yeah, definitely.
Dude, right? That's awesome. Too fun. Okay, so our Rita's asking, are a Ouija boards safe? Do you do a cleansing or something? I personally would.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely burn white sage. I've just built like a certain discernment over time. I would not recommend Ouija for your first divination tool. You know,
Yeah, I
it,
wouldn't either, especially if you go in it just
yeah, definitely.
set your in just like if you're using your pendulum, uh, I would set who I'm talking to. You can set it directly to talk to spirit, to talk to your guides, to talk to your higher self. Um, so
Mm,
and or you can just ask and see what you hear. They can't lie to you. That's been my experience anyway.
yeah.
So
Especially with the dowsing rods too. That's another thing with the whole frequency of copper.
yeah,
You can't it wouldn't detect lies
yeah,
basically, but it can, there's free will in future timelines, so it's
yes,
difficult, you
yeah,
know.
yeah. It's like when they want a psychic to predict the future, that can kind of get wonky because not everything is set in stone because we have
Yeah,
free will. Yeah, yeah,
right. I was
absolutely.
learning a lot about that with Hecate. I was doing tarot, and I
Uh-huh.
believe that she was one of my main guides. And
Uh,
she taught me a lot about crossroads and how there's actually, anytime you're at a crossroads, there's an
right,
energy exchange. So it's like, for example, if you are at a crossroads about changing jobs, right?
right.
You're exchanging either time or money. And she
Uh,
explained it to me that you're already planning to leave the job because you're looking for a new job. It's just a matter of when.
yeah,
And it's like time on one side because it's familiar. So that's a fated path.
yeah,
Or the free will option, you take the new job. Does that make sense?
yeah,
But it was so interesting to learn that. It was just like through personal readings over time.
yeah.
And I just developed that kind of crossroads sense. And it's like, oh, now a lot
It
of
could.
things make sense.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm going to give Tanya a number real quick. Tanya, it's going to be 41. So when I go, so my guides know that a quick way for me to get a message to somebody is using numerology. So I use numbers a lot. And that
Okay.
talks about the frequency that they're at right now. This is where they're sitting. So if I randomly throw out numbers or animals, that's why. It's
That's cool.
like I don't know when they started. I feel like I've been doing it for years and years, but they're just like, here, give them a number. That's easy. So, um, and the person was Kai Dickens, so we were talking about. Thank you so much, Tina. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Danette. Where can you get the dowsing rods at like you have? Thank you. So that is on her website or on her YouTube, right?
It's on the link in my bio. So if you go to any of my social media pages, you just click the link in my bio. And I actually ordered these. So these are from an Etsy shop, and they're called Dragon Claw Customs. They hand make these. And you can
Those are
see
cool.
they have like a little a key charm on it, and it's got rose quartz.
Oh, that's a nice vibration.
Yeah,
I
I
so
really
love.
like these a lot, and they are a lot easier to hold steady. So normal dowsing rods, it's very sensitive, but the way that these are calibrated, they are much easier to hold steady, at least for me.
Oh, that's
But
awesome. Okay,
yeah,
and what's your website? And I'll throw it up here.
so I'm an affiliate for the Dragon Claw Customs. They
Okay.
started their own website. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So it's link in my bio, or you can go, I think it's dragonclawcustomsllc.com.
I don't know what's easier to pull that up or to pull up your social media. Dragon
I know.
Claw Customs. I typed so slow. .com. Dragon. There it is. DCC.
I think so. Is it a purple background?
Nope.
dragonclawcustomsllc.com?
Nope. That is not where
No.
I am. There it is. Metaphysical store. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So they started as an Etsy shop. They're like a little married couple in Tennessee, and I really like them
Oh,
a lot. They're really nice people. They're more
oh,
in the paranormal space, but the wife Adriana, she uses the pendulum, and I could tell when I met them that she was kind of, so her husband uses dowsing rods, and I could
uh-huh.
tell that she actually has a hard time with the dowsing rods, so she
Oh,
went more towards the pendulum. But these, I can tell that he calibrated them like just for her. The way that
oh.
they, I don't know. It's
They
just
have,
like if you struggle with self-doubt, these help a lot.
oh shit, that's awesome. Okay, that's
Yeah.
good because I know that people do. So
Hmm.
especially when you're starting out in the metaphysical or you're starting out to communicate, especially as a medium,
Yeah,
having that validation really helps you build yourself
definitely.
and
It really
trust
does.
yourself. Yeah. They have metaphysical jewelry. That's a gorgeous website.
They have pendulums on there
They do.
too.
I see that custom pendulum. I was like, oh, I need to look those, and it's cool looking with the dragons. We gotta love dragons. Are dragons real?
I think so. I think dinosaurs are dragons. I'm pretty sure.
I literally just saw that where, uh, and I had something with where their hands are. Maybe those were wings. I don't know their hands. I guess they don't have
That's
hands,
what
but
I
you know,
think.
their limbs.
The T Rex. It's like, did it
Right.
really? Or were these wings and cartilage?
Right.
Who
It's
knows?
funny. Okay. Um, April says maybe towards the end we could get a mini lesson on how to use the rods.
I could do a demo, definitely. I
Okay.
gotta restructure a little bit.
Okay. While you're doing that, I will. So she's also saying, are assuming the rods are your main tool, why the rods versus other divination? Well, that you kind of answered that with me earlier, but I'll let you share that.
I mean, tarot, I really do like tarot. But I found it very saturated on like TikTok and social media. So I like the dowsing rods because A, it's like yes or no, point blank, period. There's no guesswork involved. And then I also like, just because as a beginner, I trust these because of how they're like the copper vibrating at a specific frequency. To
Yeah.
me, it helped me align with the truth because at the end of the day, no matter what I'm channeling, I want it to align with the truth, right?
Yeah.
And I found these were the best way to get direct to the point answers without like it's like the tarot cards. I can't really get direct from them. I'll overthink and then I'm like, is it
Right.
though? Like there's always second self-doubt involved,
Yeah.
and these I just found over time to be the most reliable for me.
Awesome. Okay. See if there's any other questions. If I lay out Scrabble letters, if I lay out Scrabble letters upside down and run my fingers over them, I feel a vibration, and turn those
Interesting.
ones over and it gives me a message.
That's cool.
That's really cool. I don't think I've ever tried that. I've tried some weird shit. But I don't think I've done that. When saying that the first encounter is with ancestors, is that because you seek them or they seek you out? I would suspect they seek you. They're
I think it's
probably,
like the first buffer, really,
yeah,
that separates. So it's the spirit realm, right? So
yeah,
it's like the closest to you, not just low vibration, but the closest to you on the physical would be ancestors,
yep,
and then you kind of go up higher. I think like the sixth dimension is more like the higher self. And then you can get to like archangels and different deities
yeah,
that you can channel too. So it
yep,
just kind of seems like it's like different layers on top of reality.
yeah,
I picture it like engulfing people,
yeah.
basically.
Do you think it's kind of like what you're ready for? Because I know my
That too.
guides deliver
Yes.
information to me. Sometimes they've said to me, "You're not ready," and then I'll push, and then they'll give it to me, and I wasn't ready. It's like
That's a
some,
big part too. And I struggle with that too. I'm like, what's next? I'm bored.
I need it all. I want all the things. It's like, let's see. Michelle says, I've seen someone read playing cards and she was correct on everything. I get playing cards for people. I will get Ace of Spades, Three of Hearts. And so I'm like, I don't know what those are. So I look that up the meaning, but it's usually it's kind of fun doing that.
Yeah.
Have you ever
I
done that with
correlate
playing
that to
cards?
like, so hearts would be like cups. Am I crooked? I just want to make sure I'm not crooked.
I think you're okay.
All right.
I might be crooked. So I mean,
But I usually correlate the heart to cups. I think spade is sword. It's like they each have a parallel. So you
yeah,
can kind of,
yep,
a lot of people do the tarot with like just the
with playing
of the deck.
cards.
Yeah.
That's fun. Okay.
Mhm.
Um, can usually anything as a pendulum or oh you can use anything as a pendulum absolutely. Can you use anything as a pendulum, or does it have to be a special stone? No, I've used paperclip on a piece of string.
That's cool.
Yeah. Have you ever done, do you use pendulums?
I haven't tried it yet.
Yeah,
No.
so that might be next because you're working your way through the tools.
It's definitely on my list.
Yeah. So on her, are you doing that on all social medias? I know you are on Facebook, where you're
Yes.
using different divination tools and kind of testing them out and playing with them a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
socials.
Yep. Kathy says, "Are you a Libra?" Because I overthink all of the time.
I'm a Leo.
You're a Leo.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. That's all for questions. It was pretty quiet,
Yeah.
but that's not bad for a first conversation. All right, my dear. So, did you want to do a quick tutorial?
Sure.
Okay, I'll
So,
let you do that.
all right.
Okay.
So whenever I start with the sessions, I usually open my channel, and I feel like that's important. A lot of people don't show that part on camera. I normally don't, just because it's like it's a short attention span that we're kind of competing with. So I'll
Right.
usually edit it out, but I always open my channel. So I'll say doors open, and then I kind of so doors open, and we'll see if we can get a signal. Archangel Michael, are you here? And then sorry. It takes me a few minutes to
No,
like
you're
give him the
good.
signal.
It's funny because while you were doing that, I wanted to raise my right arm.
Really?
Yeah.
No way. That's crazy.
I
I'm
was-
taking that as a yes. I don't really have like real time witnesses when I channel, so it's
Oh
like
shit. Okay, well we'll just see what my body does. God, that's bizarre.
so I try to offset them too because you could see last time they collided. So it's like I try to offset them a little bit.
Yeah.
So I'll just
Yes.
say, Archangel Michael, are you here? And he's like, I already answered you. He gives me attitude sometimes. And it's like he'll be slow to answer. Like sometimes when I'm filming, right? It's
Yeah.
like it's not a good shot. Like the rods will collide or something like that.
Right.
And so I'll have to reshoot it. And he's like extra slow. And I'm like,
come on,
can
get
you
going.
work with me a little bit, you know?
That's interesting. Yeah, my whole right arm. That's interesting.
You're still getting it?
Oh yeah, my whole arm is like
Really?
on. It's like on fire. This happens when my horse chiropractor comes out and starts working with my horses. I'll feel the release in my body.
Really?
Yeah, that's interesting.
Wow. That's really cool. Is my name Rachel.Lannyy? So I usually ask that to tune to the truth because my name's
Yeah.
Rachel.Lannyy. So
Yes.
it's like that kind of aligns me with a true signal.
Yes.
And then I'll just say something like, you can calibrate to, like, you can say, show me yes. He's like, I already showed you yes. Michael, we're doing a demo.
Please help
And it'll
us.
swing to yes.
Yeah.
And then I'll say, show me no. Oh, that was a bad. That one was a little staticky. Show me no. There we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's. I've been using them a lot, and it's like
Right.
when I channel, there's like a period where it's like a cool down period
Yeah.
where I won't get as strong of a signal. But I'm starting to get on my right side too. I'm getting a little bit of back pain.
That's weird. I wonder what that's about. Okay, let's be weird for a second and see if we can tap into that. I was so excited because I knew you were using the dowsing rods, but I didn't know you were a medium until I started stalking you. Not inappropriately. But when I saw that, I was like, oh, that's fun. We'll have two of us doing this. Okay.
We can ask a question. Do we want to ask a question?
Yeah, let's ask questions. Does anybody have one for her? I can make up some shit if I need to. What was one of the things I was going to ask you? I forgot. Timeline collapse and nostalgia.
Yes.
I like that one. Do you want to ask that? How would we phrase?
I don't know. Timeline. I just had my dog scratch on the door. I don't know if that was a.
The mom.
Right. How would you ask that? Timeline. Is a timeline collapse a sign of nostalgia? Would we ask that?
Oh, I like that. Is the feeling of nostalgia because of a timeline collapse?
Would it be the only feeling?
I hear more.
More?
Yeah. My guy James is here.
I'm going to try. Is nostalgia a sign of a timeline collapse? Michael's like, you weren't clear.
I hear it's indifferent. I hear it's indifferent. It's indifferent.
It's indifferent?
Indifferent. Boy, I'm
Does
getting
that mean there's no correlation? But there would be a correlation.
Boy, they're talking about collective ancestry. I swear to God, I just get all of these. I don't know how to explain what just happened. It's like looking at a graph where there's numerology, astrology, and just all of these different forms that we can use for divination. And I just saw it and it just felt like it hit me. And I just felt like I wanted to go into channel. Have you ever worked with another medium or psychic before?
No, I haven't.
Because I'm wondering if we're not like, I'm not sure what's It's feeling very witchy and very interesting right now. And I keep wanting to kind of hold my arm up.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know that I've ever done that, so I'm sorry. I'm being
No,
weird.
it's okay. I'm more curious than anything.
It's like, why am I raising my, my arm? And I know there's plenty of people on here who've seen me channel before, so I don't. Huh?
It seems like you're covering the crown chakra. Is that?
Yeah, yeah. I keep wanting to hold up. Like I don't feel like I want to block it.
Hmm.
I had a reference to dandelions a few days ago when I started
Oh my
channeling.
God. It's one of my signs.
Oh fuck! What is it for?
It's like, so I used to give my mom like handfuls of dandelions when I was a kid, and now my kids do it to me. And when my son like makes wishes on them, and I always wish, he'll say, "What do you wish for?" And I say, "A happy home."
Oh,
It's kind of like one of our, you know.
okay. All right. So it's really weird. And my right arm is going crazy again. Okay.
I always have pain back here. I don't know if you're picking up on that. You might be picking up
You're
on my
under a
back
lot of
pain.
pain in your
Yeah.
April says, go for it. So she's in my group where I channel. I don't usually do it on Facebook. I do it on Patreon because I always feel weird afterwards. Like
Mm.
the other day, I woke up and I was way down in my chair. I was like, well, what did I just do? She is asking too, do you need to meditate first or do you just pull them out and start using them, your dowsing rods?
For the dowsing rods, I always start. So meditation, I consider it's like baseline, and I think that that's one of the most important aspects of channeling is to set your body to a certain baseline.
Yeah.
I'm trying to connect it with science. I know that's a big task, but I think I have something. So it's nervous system regulation,
Uh-huh.
resting heart rate, and brain waves synchronize. And the combination of the three opens
Yeah.
up your channel. So
Um,
meditation helps me get into that space,
yeah.
I believe. So I don't know if you're religious or not, but I kind of think that that is Genesis. Like, you know how they
Okay.
say the book of Genesis, things like that.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them were actually channeling. So, like Enoch, for example, I believe that he was channeling and astral traveling.
Yeah.
And I think that the Genesis was like the baseline. So, it's like, all three of those aspects, the nervous system, heart rate, and brain waves, they all synchronize into a resting state. And then that opens up the channel.
Oh, yeah, that's
I'm pretty sure.
interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go in and do where they, put the things on your head and start and do the testing.
Yeah.
This, and I know you don't know me. I've not always done this. I thought I was losing my shit, and I put myself in therapy for 2 years.
Really?
Totally. My world was I worked in marketing, and my night job I used to train horses and give riding lessons. So I thought that's what I was going to do, and
Hmm.
plot twist,
Yeah,
life shifted in a huge way. So. Um,
definitely.
Rochelle says, "Be weird, go for it." Thanks, Rochelle. Thanks. I think we should. Maybe we won't do it tonight, but maybe we can do an if you're interested in doing another one, and I'll talk to you later. But maybe we can do something because I feel like we're supposed to do some sort of a connection. So it'll be interesting.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Because I'm getting such physical shit right now.
I
Okay.
would love to have, feedback and all of that.
Yeah, that would be fun,
Definitely.
boy. This is big. I'm gonna have to go. Okay. Um, Carolyn says, should I keep the blue roan horse? Do you want to ask that for your?
Sure.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to give her. They're saying be weird.
Should Carolyn keep the blue roan horse?
Blue roan horse. Yep.
Roan horse. I am getting a no.
Oh, how do you feel about that? I just heard trust yourself.
Mm.
Rachel, can you share what all your charms are on your necklace?
Yeah, I have a ton. So this is kind of like a charm keeper, but so this is amethyst. It was given to me by a friend of ours. And this is a Hecate. It's like a crossroads.
Yeah.
I don't know
Okay.
if you can see. I got that for myself. And then this is actually from my grandfather. So he passed away when I was like 16, and he originally was from Ireland. And he went to Ireland like a month or two before he passed. And he brought this back from Ireland. So it's just like a colada.
Okay. Well, that hit me in the throat.
Huh?
That hit me in the throat.
Really?
Was he a big communicator?
He we didn't have that close of a relationship. I have a huge family. My mom
Oh,
has 10 brothers and sisters, and my
oh,
dad has 6 brothers and sisters. So
okay.
it was kind of like we were competing against a lot of cousins and all that. So I didn't have too much of a close relationship with him, but he was always like you know, he's my favorite.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
And then this is I think this is Norse. My boyfriend got it for me. It's like they're 2 wolves, and then it's like
I love that. The two
yeah,
wolves. Yeah. Which one are you feeding?
right. I've gotten that before.
Hmm. Well, my shoulders settled down.
That's good.
All right. Let's see if there's any other questions I had in here before we close. Yes, the moon as an artificial. Well, fuck. The moon as an artificial structure.
I've been getting a lot of weird stuff about the moon. So I had gotten that it's like a honeycomb hive, hollow on the inside, and then it's hollow at the top. But I have also gotten that it's like controlling the current. It's like reverberate. I don't. It's hard to explain because they give me
Yeah.
like images and
Yeah.
like
Then you have to
stills.
put them into words. Ugh.
Right.
Yeah.
But you know how like there's rocks that control the flow in a riverbed? That's what I get about the moon and other planets as well. I've actually been getting a lot on cosmic electromagnetism and how it correlates to astrology. So we can
Yeah.
actually like personality traits are
Yeah.
like macro micro of like the universe's placement, and cosmic electromagnetic waves. I've been getting a lot, yeah.
Yeah. My brain with blah, 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 waves. I try
it's
very hard.
it connects to astrology. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, magnetic fields basically,
Right. You
and
also got,
constellation.
you asked if the world was flat.
Yes. So I actually get that it's a Taurus field, and I've actually been getting that it can appear more flat at times and more round at times, depending on our collective density.
Yeah.
So everything in the universe experiences expansion and contraction.
Mhm.
It's just everything in the universe
Yeah.
breathes, right? So Earth wouldn't be the same shape all the time.
Isn't
In
that
that,
interesting?
if you think about it that way, the
Yeah.
only thing that kind of throws me off with that is the moon, because the moon is always like a perfect sphere. So I don't
So,
know how that would be expressed, maybe that way, like an accordion. I don't know.
yeah, that's interesting. I'm just going to throw a number here to Arva real quick. 21, my friend.
Mhm.
And then I get a reference to 2 days for you, sweetie. 2 days. I hear hold tight, hold tight. It's funny. I wanted to hold on to my rear. I wanted to just sit on my hands. I'm not gonna, but that's for Arva. Cindy says, is it looping us back into a cycle or living the same life over and over? Well, you're not living the same life over and over. If that is that.
So what I actually get with that, I actually got more on the Ouija board with that. And the
Oh,
Ouija board kept telling me about the time game
uh huh.
and how there's winners and losers. And we're actually going into a new round, and the rounds change, like the rules to the game change,
Right.
and the portal to Earth changes as well. But I forgot my original point. Where were we going with that?
Is it looping us back into a cycle or living the same life over and over? And you were talking about.
So with that, it's confusion. It's the losers of the time game get confused and they stay. It's like, if I don't know if that makes sense. I have gotten before that, like, it's hard because it's like I'm going through multiple channeling sessions in my head. But Archangel Michael had showed me before, like, a beam of light shining into a diamond, and
Yeah.
then light spectrums shining out of the diamond. And he told me that that was where we go when we pass. I also get that people that kind of lose the time game get confused after they leave the body, if that makes sense. So it's not really even so much, it's like confusion in life, confusion in death. Does that make sense? So we
A little
stay.
bit. Who did they say does that? Gets
It's the
confused?
person, it's the cause and effect of the life cycle. So with the time game, the way to master the game is to master your own time, like the time that you have in a day,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. And I
Well,
had
that's
gotten,
terrifying because I'm struggling with that right now. I didn't.
so I kind of get that the more that we progress in our lifetime, the more clarity we have before we pass. People that don't live for themselves, they live for others, get confusion before they pass. And the confusion is what keeps them stuck in loops. So it's like those karmic cycles. I go through a lot of the karmic cycles as well. I did a lot of shadow work.
Yeah, dude.
And I learned,
Yeah. Well, you have to do this work. We have to know what's
yeah,
ours. What shit are we bringing to the table?
right. But I've learned, like, how people can express different shadows. And it's like inner child, and there's blind spots, and
Yeah.
you have to shine a light on the blind spot, basically. It's like personality traits that we chose to hide. So it's like the more inner work we do, the more our light shines, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I believe that correlates to clarity. So it's like when we pass, if we have clarity when we pass, I believe we ascend to the higher realms, higher dimensions, things like that. But people that don't live for growth, they stay stagnant, they get confusion after they pass, and then they have to repeat the same karmic cycles again, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, I think that some of the karma comes in if they. I totally agree because I've seen it play out with people. I do
Yeah.
QHHT past life, and what I've seen, they almost go to like the void. And it's not that that's a bad, scary place. So don't let, if anybody's watching this, don't let that scare you. It is not a bad place. You're not being tortured or your soul's not
Yeah.
lost or stuck. But it's like this, it's almost like a neutral zone, what I've been shown, the way that they experience it. Kind of think of it as a place to heal.
I think of it as like a seed underground waiting to blossom.
Yeah, it's like, oh, woo, it's just nothingness.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
waiting period.
like shit. Any, I'm just doing some numbers for people real fast. Cindy, 70, 7. That's very spiritual. Sevens are incredibly spiritual.
Hmm.
So you must be going through a lot of growth, Cindy.
Yep.
Crystal, I'm going to pop you up on the screen. Received a potentially good phone call. Anything from my team? I do hear rock and roll. I do get a lot of pressure over right in front of over on the right side of my chest. 18 is the number that I want to give you. That's interesting. That adds up to 9. So it's almost like you're getting really ready to make a big shift. So where that you move into that next phase. Jennifer, I get a lot of back pain with you. You're carrying a lot of emotions there. Back of my head feels a little. I'm going to give you 63. Okay. Do you have any questions about anything?
I want a number.
I'll give you a number. Okay. Okay. I'm going to give you 14. You want me to look it up for you?
14, sure.
Uh-huh. Shit, my back is. Ugh.
It might be from me.
We need to send you some healing. I know I have some Reiki girls in there. Okay. 14. 1 represents independence, leadership, and new beginnings. Isn't that interesting? 4 represents stability, structure, and grounded energy. Together, they form 14, which blends freedom and responsibility, learning how to stay centered while life shifts around you.
It is so funny because I'm life path 1 and my boyfriend's life path 4. That is so funny.
That's awesome. Well, then you're having to merge. Interesting. All right. The message is 14 often appears when you're being guided to restructure your life or redefine your boundaries. And it's about finding harmony between your desire for change and your need for security. You can evolve without losing your footing.
Yep. That makes like
Can I
a lot of sense.
Can I give you an animal that I got for you? And I didn't want to say anything, but now I'm going to ask.
Yeah.
I'm getting a tarantula.
No. I hate spiders so much.
Shit.
Oh my God. I hate spiders. It's so funny because I work with Hecate for the tarot, and one of her like signs is dogs and spiders. And I have been plagued by spiders. And I keep telling her no more spiders, but I feel like
Stop.
that was a troll.
Shit, that's funny. So, and then my shoulder's getting zinged with this too. Tarantula arrives when you're standing at a crossroads, not the loud, dramatic kind, but the quiet, internal one where your soul is choosing a new direction. See, that's with that one new direction, lots of new things coming for you. Being guided towards a purposeful, aligned path. Your intuition is louder than your logic, and you're shedding an old identity.
Interesting. Thank you.
That's always good stuff, though. We like shedding, and change is good. It doesn't always feel great, but it is good for us.
Am I molting like a tarantula?
Do they molt?
I think so. I think they lose their outer shell. I feel like I've seen it before.
Oh.
One of my science teachers had it in 8th grade, and she's like, "Oh, it molted." I'm like, "Ew, there's 2 of them."
Ew. Yeah, that's. Get a Shanna. I'm going to give you 23. I was going to say 24, but they said 23. Emma. Sister, you need to work on that communication too. Emma Whitefoot. Bring your vibration up. It almost like when we're working with horses, you can drop your energy down or you can bring it up. I had a horse, if I brought my energy up like this, I could send him bucking and farting across the pasture. And I didn't even have to say anything to it. But I feel like you've got to get big for something. So Emma, bring your energy up. And I was going to give you a number and I don't remember. So, but I gave you that. Bring your energy up, sweetheart. Okay. Rochelle says she thinks they do lose their outer layer. I don't know. I try to think of them as beautiful creatures that are here because they're brilliant. They do believe that they can work between the realms.
True.
But I don't want one on me.
Right.
I will just admire you from over there. I had my husband take one outside. I was like, don't squish it, just relocate it.
There you go.
Okay. Rita, I think I got number 2, sweetheart. I'm trying to type them in instead of saying them out loud. Okay. Rita, I will give you 56. Even if I just gave you one. I don't know if I did. I couldn't find it. So I'll give you a new one. And I think I got everybody. Sylvie, can I get a number or an animal? I'm going to give you the squirrel. That's freaking funny. Because, they go store nuts. And I just literally saw a squirrel running across the street with a nut in its mouth in my mind's eye. So a squirrel. So you must be busy. That's for Heidi. I'll write that down too. Heidi, squirrel. Squirrel. I reference myself often as a squirrel on crack or a rabbit on crack because in just 20 minutes, I will have started 5 different writing projects. And then I still have I'm just like, oh, I should talk about this. Oh, I should do this. Do you do that?
All the time. I have so many side quests. All the side quests.
I want to do this. I want to do this.
Yep.
So I want to do all the things too.
Yes. I like to write a lot. I actually have like characters that I built. So I'm a creator. And one of the things that I create is like characters for books or TV shows. And I have an alter ego. Her name is Fiona Sparkles.
Fiona Sparkles.
And she's like sassy cartoon character. And so she says vibe check. And that's like my personal reading is the vibe check. Yeah. And I really want a Fiona Sparkles tarot deck and call it Vibe Check Oracle deck.
Do it.
And I want to develop it into like a Netflix show, like a cartoon show, but it's like downloads, like oops, all downloads kind of
right.
Like it brings it into like pop culture, and it's like the sense of humor is really great too.
Yeah, you gotta have. I created a couple of. I did an oracle deck. It's going to sound rude and some people might be offended. But I had an acronym connected to it. It's basically about thanking the person who triggered the shit out of you for growth or who was just a jerk. So I call it, I'm most afraid to say it out loud. I don't want to offend anybody. But I call it the Twat Oracle deck.
Nice.
I trademarked it. I was like, but because sometimes we're the that. Sometimes somebody else is. So it's all about growth. And I feel like if we can use that word for bad, we can make it funny too.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, okay, kids. She's like, Rochelle, say it. She's a dear friend. So she's one of the first. I was like, look what I did today. And I sent it. My daughter is actually, I think, older than you. My daughter's 40. So I sent it to my daughter.
Well, I'm 36. So she's not that much older.
Not much. Oh, shoot. That's fun. I feel old right now. Okay. Yeah, I have that on my Patreon. Do you have anything? So your website, you just kind of go through your social media. So you are on. I almost said Twitter. Oh my God, Melissa, you are on Facebook and you are on TikTok.
Yes,
and you are also on not Patreon, Instagram.
Instagram, YouTube.
I
think that's it.
Okay. And you guys, it's her name, Rachel.Lannyy. And I think you do that across the board, right?
Yes, except YouTube. Okay. YouTube wouldn't put a dot, so it's just Rachel.Lannyy.
Right. So I'll just put RACCHEL.LA. Oops, shit. Okay. Oh, cool. New word of the day. A twatter. I'm so sorry. Okay. I do have a potty mouth. My dad was a truck driver. We'll blame him.
There you go.
Okay. Kids, thank you so much for showing up today, for being part of this, and for your questions. They were lovely. I will chat at you guys. I'll be going live tomorrow, just answering questions too. It's just going to be me tomorrow. But maybe if you guys spread the word, we could get her to come back on.
I would love to. I had a
Awesome.
great time. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thank you so much. Okay, so kids, I will chat at you later.
Take care.
Okay, you wait.